Hello everyone, this is Priscilla with Budget with AandA. Today we are doing a different type of video. We are doing a group, not a play, just individuals every day of the month of April. We're all coming in talking about our journey on how we started our YouTube channels and how we budget each month and whatnot. So, and this was created by, let me show it. This is our calendar, and every month, and today is April 23rd, so I'm doing my video today. This is was created by Donna, powered by creativity, Budget with Mama Bear, and the Traveling and Saving Chief. These ladies are wonderful. I've made many friends on YouTube. And yeah, so let's get started. So my journey started back in when was it, in 2023. I remember March of 2023. We had just celebrated my husband's 65th birthday, and I made him a surprise dinner. Family came over, mainly it was his family, at a restaurant, and that was in February 2023. Well, March of 2023, everything just started going differently. Our budgets had changed just because different situations. So I remember looking at my budget, and we were writing NSF checks, or not NSF checks, but withdrawing money that we shouldn't have. The money wasn't there. I was overspending, So one night I just sat and I put to pen and paper every single cent. Like, okay, I can't spend this week because this is what we have to pay first. And then I started Googling it. There's a couple of YouTubes that came up. Of course, Donna, powered by creativity, was one of the ones that inspired me, that started Golden Girl Budgets. And I think there was a couple more. But anyways, I started watching them. I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. And so I never would have thought I was going to be doing this, but here I am. So anyways, with that being said, I'm going to put this over here. Originally, I had started with Budget with Affluence and Affirmation, and that got to be a little too tongue-twisted. And what I would do is, every time I come into the channel, I would start with a little quote like, "It takes vulnerability to be yourself." AandA Stenberg. So that was what I started doing, and maybe I'll get back to that, but it was just those positive affirmations, those positive quotes that helped me get started. But then, so I ended up changing it to Budget with AandA. So this is going to be my binder where I have all of my stuff, and of course here's a calendar. I've watched up till last Friday, the 18th, with Mandys budgeting journey. And then Saturday, the 19th, was budgeting with Kim. Sunday was Save Money, Saves You. And then Monday was Canadian Finance Journey. On the 22nd, yesterday, was the Dramatic Panda. And today is myself, Budget with AandA. Tomorrow is the Queen's Budget. And Friday is the Budgeting Sisters. And the 26th, Saturday, is Mandys budgeting. And then Budgeting Chaos on Sunday. Monday, Budget with Mama Bear. And then Tuesday is the Traveling and Saving Chief. And the last day is going to be Donna, powered by creativity. So they started the first 3 days, and they're ending the last 3 days. So yay, can't wait to see what they think of all the channels. So anyways, so when I started, like I said, my finances were not the best, and also, of course, my marriage was not either. I found this credit score tracker. I knew my credit score was bad, so my husband and I started talking about separating, going our different directions, and I wanted to try to keep the house at that time. So I started talking to finance or lenders, mortgage lenders, And at the time, September, and this is from Credit Karma. And I know with Credit Karma, the score ratings are a lot different. So like September 2023, the 16th of that month, TransUnion was 614, Equifax was 620. And I knew I had to work on getting that taken care of. So that was September, October, November, December. In January, I went up a little bit from 629, from 614 to 629, and Equifax from 620 to 635. So that was the new year of 2024. And of course, I had started doing my budgeting in March of 2023 and started getting serious. And yeah. So then here's my credit score all the way through April, well, through March. And then I started talking to a mortgage lender, and we weren't going to keep my house. So I had to start looking into getting my own home. So of course, by last year, July, my credit score was up to 722 and Equifax is 717. And so on August 1st of last year, I moved into my own house. This budgeting community has been amazing. I've been able to stay a little bit more consistent, but although I've kind of slacked off after I moved and just so much going on. So then I did the credit score for this year, which is this month, on the 22nd, which was yesterday. TransUnion is 718, Equifax is 740. From the last time I ran it, it's, you know, the TransUnion's not as great, but my Equifax is. It's a lot better. But anyways, so yeah, I was able to talk to one of my lenders, and of course I have my credit cards. I have a consistent credit card payment, and unfortunately there's no interest. They agreed, you know, you pay this amount every month. So I've been doing that for, I think I'll be going on 2 years almost. But anyway, so that's that. And then I also found this, a Debt Snowball calendar from Dave Ramsey's. So at the time, my credit cards were a total of $12,723. I had a car loan for that amount, and then my student loans from when my daughter went to school was $31,000, and then I had another credit with the credit union. So my total debt was $62,322. My husband and I were still together at the time. This was run on, what did it say? November 11th, 2022. So to become debt free, if I made the minimum payments, it was going to take me 10 years from that date. Or if I did the snowball, it was going to take me 5 years, half the amount from this date. So anyways, so I was really blessed, fortunate that when I sold the house, we were able to both make some equity. I was able to put a good down payment on my house now, and I was able to pay off some of my loans. Like the car was paid, actually everything was paid off except for that one credit card and the student loans, which I'm still paying on those. So those are going to be some of my goals to get rid of. And then I also did a dash. This is my net worth shot. My net worth is $95,000, and this includes all my assets of $378.89, which includes my house, and then these are my liabilities. And so you add those and subtract my liabilities. This is my net worth. My goal within the next 10 years, I want to build that up. I want to be at least $500,000 within the next 10 years, $500,000, and I can do this. I'm going to do this. And of course, this includes my cash investments, retirement, personal. Right now, I'm still trying to get my divorce completed. So hopefully within the next month, I'll be able to get all the paperwork. I stopped contributing into my 401k just because I don't want to have to give him half of what I'm saving. So this will go up, my investments will go up. Okay, and then next, this is a goal sheet from Budget with Mama Bear. So what I did is this is kind of like my brain dump. So for health, I want to eat healthy, prep my meals, walk our dog Buffalo, lose 40 pounds, work out 5 days per week and 2 days of strength training, and then keep moving. My word for the year was action. So action, action. So, and I have posters throughout my house saying action, just as a reminder. And that has helped me too, because I want to get lazy, and guess what? I see that word, I'm like, no, I'm going to do this for 5 minutes. And anyways, for family, I want to spend time with my parents. They're not getting younger. And I know, we just never know. I want to go home more often, so I'll have to start saving. I live in Central Texas. They live in Northwest Texas, and it's at least a good 6.5 hour drive. I want to get my daughter on a budget. She currently lives with me. She's 25. I'm 55, so I'm not getting any younger either. So I've definitely got to start, getting serious about this here. I want to start attending mass together with my daughter. That's part of the family time. I also want to do it like a monthly rosary followed with a dinner with my family and friends. I want to have a game night with my daughter, maybe with her friends or, my friends. And then I also want to start saving for her wedding. My daughter had been in a relationship with her high school sweetheart. He proposed right before he started law school. I'm kind of whispering because she's next door. Anyways, so she was crushed when he decided he wanted to, he wanted to go his separate way. So the engagement was broken off, and we had to move her out of the house. They had already lived in a house together. We moved her out, put her into an apartment. We were able to find one of her friends. And so anyway, so it turns out when I moved into this house, I thought, this will be good for her. So I moved kind of close to where she's at. And so now she moved back in with me, which is, I'm loving it. Ugh. So anyways, but now she's seeing a guy, and I really do like him. I admire him. He's really good to her. His family is great to both of us. So that's one of my things for my family, is saving for her wedding. Travel, I want to save for a mini vacation to go to the beach maybe this summer. I want to try to go on a cruise, even if it's a self cruise. I would love to go with the budget community, but at this time I can't. So I want to, maybe next year, 2026, I'd like to go to Greece, maybe 2027. And then I'm supposed to be going to LA this fall, 2025. So those are my travel goals. For my personal, I want to start attending mass weekly, get my divorce finalized. I'd like to find a gym membership that I like. I want to be able to start praying more often. Be grateful for the small things. Go out and socialize. I'm really a homebody, but I'm trying to get better as far as just going out. And I want to create my vision board. I feel like I'm too old for that, and being this time of the year, it's too late. But you know what? I'm not. It doesn't matter. To me, I just got to do it. And speaking of vision board, these are a few things that I found that I want to put on there. Everything you want is on the other side of here. This is for my new card that I want to start trying to save for. Money flows to me 2025. Rich in wealth, rich in health, rich in love. Do it for you, not them. I see it, I like it, I want it, I got it. Consistency is key. That's very true. And then girls just want to have funds. So this is going to be one of the things I'll put on my vision board. And guys, in front of me, I moved my desk around. So in front of me, I have like a cork board, a big one. So I'm probably going to be putting this stuff on there. And I've got a dry erase to my right of me. And then I have like a dry erase with a calendar. So I'm still working on trying to get my desk set up. And yeah. New cards just hit different. So I like that. So anyway, so these are going to be part of my vision board. Next, that's for my personal goals. Hobbies, I like to read. I like reading self-help books. And then crafts, I want to start maybe doing some challenges. I want to learn how to work on Canva and on my Cricut. I have a Cricut my daughter bought me a few years ago, and I've probably only done a couple of things. So I thought that would be great for my budgeting, you know, just, yeah, I just, and to help me get organized. Financial, I want to write what I spend every day. When I first started this budgeting journey, I was doing that, and that helped me out tremendously. Let me show you guys, what did I do with it? Well, I was going to show you. Did I put it back in the drawer? Oh, I think sorry guys, I thought it was right here. I must have moved it. But anyways, oh, here it is. Just where I thought, where I left it. So, I just got a notepad when I first started. And of course, we all know how it is when you first start. This was June 17, 2023. I was like writing all kinds of little categories, sinking funds, and my goal. And this is what I started with. And this was going to be my plus and minus and my balance. So the first month, I saved $1,354. Guys, at that time, I would have never saved that much money on my own. I would have just spent it on junk, anything. So of course I did that for every month. And then, so I think the biggest amount was like $8,000. Let's see, maybe 7,000. So anyways, let's see, oh, right here, 7,900, no, right here, $8,790. I was just like ecstatic when I did that. It's just, let's see, and that was in December 2024. Is that right? Yeah, so this was just last year. I had $8,790. I did another one in March last month. It's not as great. It's $6,822. But, you know, I still have that money. You know, if I need an emergency, you know, I've got my challenges I can pull out if I need to. Hopefully I don't. But, yeah, I mean, it's just amazing. This group of people, this group of, you know, this community is awesome. Anyway, so that's another thing. I want to start writing what I spend every month. I want to save $2,000 for my daughter's birthday, which is in October, and I'm giving myself till August. I want to save $2,000 for Christmas. I'm giving myself to October for December. I want to learn more about the velocity banking. I want to save for my new car, as you guys saw. I want to pay off the student loans. I want to do $10,000 line of credit and apply it to my mortgage. I've watched those videos, guys. Oh my gosh, it's just, I love the way, I can't remember what her name is, but I know Donna's talked about her, and she is amazing. I'll go over that again on one of my videos, and I'll put it in my personal information. I want to get a side hustle job, whether it's like delivering foods or something, because I don't think I can get another part-time job that I have to set, you know, have a schedule. I have to do it on my schedule, because my current schedule, work schedule, I can work till 8, 9 o'clock in the evenings. I mean, I just never know. So I think if I do something like Uber Eats, I'll be fine. Currently, I have $30 going directly into my account for the 1530. In a year, I'll have $540 saved. I also have $85, and I put that in the Wanted in Pink for 2025, and that's gonna save me, of course, $2,025. The Hop, that's gonna, I think I'm at 520. It'll be 520. Anyways, I don't know where I got that my number, but for the year, this is gonna be what I'm saving, and that will be part of my goals. Wait, I didn't write down here. Oh goodness. Anyways, one of my goals, I think I thought this was it right here. I want to save $10,000. I didn't write it, yeah. But anyways, my social, I want to learn to edit my videos. I want to be consistent with recording my videos. I would also like to get $1,000 subs on my YouTube channel, and then I would love to have 1,000 sub giveaway. And then also I want to learn about the Ko-fi membership. I see a lot of people, a lot of them community with their Ko-fi membership. So yeah, I'd like to learn more about that. Business, I put it more like home. I need to clean out my garage. It's not bad, but I know I need to declutter. I just need to get stuff out, and yeah. I want to fix my driveway. It's hard to explain. My driveway's like on a hill, and I can see where it's starting to sink. So I know I need to redo it. So I've definitely got to start saving for that. I want to look into my attic for storage. I haven't been up there. There's not a stairs like you can climb where my old house. So I have gone to go price some boards so I can put on there. That way, if I can store stuff up there, that's what I'm gonna do. Like all my Christmas stuff is either in my garage or in the storage, which I want to get rid of the storage. I also want to hire someone to do my yard. At 55, me doing my yard is really getting tough, especially in the 100-degree weathers in the summers of July, August. Yeah. And of course, declutter, as I mentioned over here. And then I want to fill my walkway with rocks. I have this little gravel to my little back patio or fire pit, and that is gotten kind of messy, so I want to start working on that. So those are my goals for 2025. And then these I've kind of tried to figure out putting something for every one of the categories that we have here. And I've wrote them down, but of course I haven't been as consistent as I want to be. So let me see. I have a pen here. I'll grab this here. Prep meals, I've gotten better at it. I wasn't so good at starting in January, but I've definitely gotten better. So I'm going to put a check mark. Monthly rosary, I have not started that at all. Mini vacay, I have started saving. I should have $285. I'm not sure. I think I want to say I do have $285, but I think it's more for my LA trip. But I'll have to double check on that. Vision board, you guys saw what I have, so I'm not completely done. I have read a self-help book. Right spending every day, I haven't been that great either. Edit videos, I haven't done that. Decluttering, I have. Walking buffalo, I haven't started doing that as well. Game night, the cruise, I need to look into that. Game night, I have not. Attend Mass weekly. I started, I'm off and on, but I need to get more consistent on that. Learned Canva, I have not. Continue and consistent with those 3 challenges that I talked about, the 2025, the 1530, I have been consistent with that. Consistent with recording videos, I have not. Clean out my garage, I did. But it's organized, but it's just, I need to declutter a lot of things out there. I need to go through all my stuff again. And then for March, 5 days workout. I was on and off. I think I did like 3 weeks, and then I was 3 weeks off. Like I probably did a total of maybe 6 weeks throughout the whole year. So, but yeah, I need to get better with that. And walking buffalo is going to be considered one of my workouts. Get daughter on budget. We've talked about it again this month, so hopefully we will be able to get started on that. My LA trip, I should have this amount as of March. I need to look into that again. My divorce finalized, it has not been, so I'm hoping by May, once again, since I didn't get it done in March. I want to learn to work my Cricut. I still didn't do anything with that. Continued savings account. I have been doing that, putting in the direct deposit. YouTube 1000, I do not have that yet. And then look into the attic for storage. I've looked into the prices of putting the boards there. They're probably going to be like $30 per board, and it's probably going to take me like at least a good 6 of them if there's enough room. Okay, so that was our January through March. And once again, these are from Budget with Mama Bear for Q1. So for the next quarter, these are going to be my goals. For April, I need to have lost 14 pounds in order to get to my goal for 40 pounds by the end of next year. I think I'm like 10 pounds, so I'm a little bit off, so, but I still get like a week left in April. We'll see if I can get it done. spend time with parents. We're actually going to be in Austin next month or next week. Yeah, next week, because my nephew's coming into town. So yes, I'll be spending time with them, but I'm not going to mark it off yet because we haven't done it yet. Mini vacay, I need to look into that amount. Be grateful for the small things. I have been doing that. I try to write in my journal every day and be grateful for 3 things, whether it's my coffee in the morning, for the AC, for my the cat and the dog, you know, just every little thing. Crafts, I want to make challenges. I haven't yet. Side hustle, I haven't started that either, or the coffee membership. And then get rid of storage. Hopefully I can get rid of that by this month. So those are my goals. And then these are going to be my goals for the next couple of months. So of course we'll go over that at the end of the quarter. Okay, and then what I have next is, my quarterly financial goals. For January, my word was action. I have been doing that. Every time I see my little sticky, every time I want to get lazy, every time I want to just, you know, not do anything, I'm like, okay, action, let's just do 5 more minutes. And I get doing it, whether it's just go wash the dishes or go clean my restroom or do whatever, do my budgeting. My vision board, I didn't complete it yet, but I will work on that. So I'll have to put that for next quarter. Right spending every day, I did not do well on that one. Write down monthly expenses, same thing, I didn't write that down. Save $10,000 towards my car by $5,000 by May of 2026. No, I don't know. I don't know why I have that date, so I have to look at that, but that's, yeah, I haven't done that yet. I'll have to look to see. I probably have maybe 500, maybe, if that. I still haven't got my daughter on a budget, so I'll have to put that for the next quarter. Although I did write some stuff down for next month. This month was get rid of storage and save money, to save money. File my taxes. My husband, because we're not divorced yet, we're going to go ahead and file together since we lived together for half a year, because I think we would probably make money versus me having to pay taxes, but we'll see. I want to update my CD ladders, see how much I have, and put it all together, and I want to put it in this binder if it fits, or in this happy planner type book. For May, I want to save on my mini vacation to the beach. I want to save at least, what did I say? Oh, I didn't put that one on here. So I need to see how much I need to save. My side hustle, my $10,000 line of credit to the mortgage. I need to look into that. Learn more about velocity banking. Finalize my divorce. And be at $1,503 for my daughter's birthday, which I want to have it completed by August. For June, I want to look into a HELOC. I want to save to go home, at least $500, hopefully to go home during the summer. I want to, by June, have 1,000 subscribers to my YouTube channel, and to do my 5,000 or do my 1,000 sub giveaway. And then for Christmas, by June, I want to have saved 1,330. I divide it over here. I want to save 2,000. There's 12 months. Every month I should be at 167, and this is starting in October. So in June, that should be 8 months times 167. That's how I came up with that amount. That should be a 6. So that's for that. And then this Smart Goals Planner. This is from Traveling and Saving Cheap, Miss AandA. So my one goal that I wrote in January was get house in order and declutter. When I moved, I had everything in the garage. The house was pretty much okay. My office is still kind of, I have stuff kind of everywhere. First month is get rid of 21 things. Take the time to clean something every day. So every month on the first of the month, I take 21 things. It doesn't matter if it's trash, if it's, you know, whatever. I take it, and if I haven't used it, I'm just taking it. And I have a Goodwill box that I've got going. So yeah, that's what I do to try to, that's measurable. And how will you keep track progress? So the 21 things. Oh, let me go back. So I have to be specific. What exactly do I want to achieve? Measurable, how will I track progress? That's the 21 things. Attainable, evaluate the feasibility in your goals. And then I put on there that it can be small things like washing the dishes, wipe down the bathroom counter, or vacuum. And which I call my little, what do you call it? The Roomba. I call him George. So George sometimes gets lost and I can't find him. And then relevant. How to be beneficial. How will it be beneficial to your life? I won't feel so stressed out, and I will be able to be relaxed in my own home, and I won't feel bad when people come over. I can just say, hey, come on in, instead of, oh, you know. My goal to get all my decluttering done is, well, it was by March 9th. I did do a lot, but I did organize my garage, but there's still stuff that I need to get rid of. I probably took like maybe filled out my vehicle like 5 times, got rid of a bunch of stuff. So I need to work on this again, but I did do a lot. And another thing that I've been doing too, this is that was kind of a little list for myself. I started doing this challenge from Miss AandA at Traveling and Saving Chief. So I put a dot for every, like, I went to look on my coupons. So there was like 3 of them. Dried out pens. I did that one day. Excess clutter decor. I got a lot done out of that. And used holiday. When Christmas was done, I was cleaning. I did a bunch of them. And I did a bunch of my Easter stuff. Worn out towels. I'm actually donating a bunch of towels and blankets to the Humane Society. Old clothes. I didn't have much. I still need to, I have, I think, a couple of tubs that I need to go through. Accessories, belts, and hats. I got that. Broken jewelry. Oh, I got rid of a lot of that. Yeah. So anyways, there's just a bunch of little cute things. So I just put dots, and at the end of the month, I'm going to see how many I have. And I haven't decided how much I'm going to save. So just depending, I think I might go for a quarter. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So for 25 cents for each one. So we'll see. The next thing was lose 40 pounds and gain muscle. So my measurable is start watching what I eat and continue exercising. That's my progress. My attainable, evaluate the feasibility, is by walking Buffalo every day and work out at least 3 days a week. Strength, and to include 2 days of strength training. I've been on and off Buffalo. I haven't so much, which I need to get better on that. Relevant, how is this beneficial in my life? I can get off the medicines I am currently on and live a longer life. I'd love to have grandkids, and I would love to be able to spend time, get down on the floor with them. So maybe one day. My goal, when I want to finish this, January 1st of 2026. So by next year. So that was a total of 47 weeks. The next one is I want to buy a new car. Measurable. How will I track this? Spend less on my wants. Use the no spend challenge. So I haven't done that yet. So I should have put that on my goals. That was one thing I was going to put and I totally forgot. So I need to do that. Maybe next month, April, May. Maybe in May I'll do that. You know what? I am going to go over here, since this is one of my goals for May. I'm going to put no spend challenge. Okay. Attainable. Evaluate the feasibility. I may need to get a side job during the weekends for extra income, which, you know, like I mentioned, I don't mind doing that. I don't work weekends, so that would be good. Relevant, how is this beneficial for my life? The car I have now is slowly starting to need more repairs. I think at the end of the year, I put in $2,900. I took it again a few weeks ago, and it's going to cost me like $2,000. So yeah, I think it's like 2012 is CRV Honda. So yeah, it definitely needs a lot of work. My goal is by November 1st of 2026. Is that right? Yeah. So I have a little over a year. So by next year of November. So, and then I found this little sheet. This is, who is this by? Budgeting Mom. So you pick up 3 cars and then the make, model, year, and price, and then all the extras. And that way I can kind of keep tabs of what I want. I made 2 copies of this. So that's going to be my goal once I get closer to looking and finding the price that I want to spend. Next one is save 10,000. What exactly am I wanting to achieve? 10,000. Spend less and have my daughter to start paying for her own expensive like insurance and phone. Although she does pay me every month for rent, $800. So I think that's great considering, you know, she is my child. So, but I've also been putting more into other sinking funds. So that definitely has helped me tremendously. Attainable. I will need to find a side hustle job to make sure that I'm able to get to that amount. Relevant. How will this be beneficial? I will feel secure since I'll be living alone and only one income. I am also not getting any younger. And this is by January 1st of 2027. I want that $10,000. So I kind of want to put it towards my car, but we'll see. But I still wanted, that is my goal, is to do the 10,000. And then this is a sheet that we got this weekend. This was from Budgeting Just Because. It's a $1,000 jar. And between now and January 1st, I'm going to have 40 paychecks. And if I divide that, the 10,000 by 40, if I can put $250 per paycheck, I can have the $1,000, yeah, in there. Wait, no, that's not right. What is that? So if I do 10, 40 times 250 is the 10,000. So yeah, if I do 250 per paycheck, which is $500 a month, yeah, that's what it is. I can have the $10,000. So that's going to be something I need to try to push myself to do. And you guys, if y'all know Donna, she pushes you, save $5 more, save $10. So yeah, I think I can do it. And then this is a financial hop goals. I've been watching the channels. I've watched them all, so I've been making my little comments. I've learned a lot, different ways of, you know, people, the way everybody's been budgeting. Let's see what else here. Another one of my goals is I want to go and get my 401k. I want to start contributing into that, putting it in here, along with my CDs. I have a CD for every month, my CD ladders. I want to put, I've started with $10, I think a couple of years ago. So every year I put at least $10 or more. And unfortunately the rates have dropped a little bit. It's just amazing how the rates change. I never paid attention to how much we make on an interest, you know, our savings account. I always had the money in the savings account. I thought that was a good thing, but it's not. CD is much better. And it's 4% versus, what is it, 0.5% or 0.05. I don't remember what it is. It's hardly nothing. So yeah, so if you guys are interested, you know, look into it, guys. It's definitely a big changer. But anyway, so this is my journey. And like I said, I want to start getting better at my goals. I want to stay more focused. I want to grow. I want to be financially stable on my own. Like I said, I'm 55. Oh, there was one of the channels that I saw the other day. Who was it? Oh goodness, I can't remember now on the top of my head. Was it, let me see. I think it was Save with Judy, or maybe Lisa Grateful Me. I can't remember. One of those awesome ladies. They were talking about writing their goals for 10 years, what your life would look like in 10 years. That's going to be 65. That'll be 65 in 10 years. So I want to look deep into that and write what I'm going to do within the next 10 years. I have goals and I want to start yes, doing that for myself and for my future grandkids and my daughter. So anyways, guys, so this is my story. This is my journey. So yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. And I will also put down all the information, the links of all these wonderful channels. That way you guys can go catch up on them if you haven't started watching them. And then tomorrow will be the Queen's Budget. So yeah, go check them out. I mean, and then it'll be the Budgeting Sisters, and then Mandys Budgeting, and then the Budgets and Chaos, Ms. Madi, she's hilarious. And then the 3 wonderful ladies that started this challenge, or this group. So anyways, so we'll see you guys next time. Have a wonderful day. Happy savings. Bye.